How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the rollback. Got an absolute classic for you today. It is still Evolution 2013, and it is still Infiltration Akuma versus PR Balrog. Or is it? As you may know, this is considered the famous Hakan comeback. At some point in the set, Infiltration loses faith in his Akuma and switches to Hakan, of all characters, considered extremely weak in this game in general and barely ever seen on a tournament stage, let alone an Evolution top 8. But on paper, he is considered a counter to the Boxer. And Infiltration is relying on Pierre Rog's lack of character knowledge in order to try and win. So let's get right into it. Similar interaction to something we've seen on this channel quite a bit, sort of whiff punishing with walk speed. Infiltration whiffs crouch medium kick, and Pirog isn't ready to actually whiff punish with sweep or something like that, but he knows that Infiltration is going to be thinking a little bit cautiously after whiffing a button, and so uses that opportunity to walk forward and just grab him.
Copy the technique right away.
I love the guts from PR Balrog just going right in there. And again, very difficult to scare Infiltration. Crack well.
So this is a sort of rare instance of Boxer's dash punch actually getting punished. Pirog is going for the shimmy after the jabs here. Really common option for Boxer. Walk backwards, bait a throw, hit crouching medium punch into dash punch. And if you do dash punch from anything other than close range, it is going to be -3, but almost always out of range of the jab punish required to actually punish it. But if you do it from absolutely this close and no further, then Infiltration gets a punish, jab into sweep.
Crack well under pressure, gets that knockdown.
Yeah, that is -3, that straight rush, so he can punish it with a stand jab.
Oh, nice counter pressure there. Frame trap baits it out. And now Infiltration right back in there.
And there is a sweet whiff punish. I said earlier that Pirog didn't get the whiff punish on the sweep. Here he is absolutely looking for it. The second he sees animation, he's inputting the sweep.
Pursue that.
Here we
Here
go.
it is. Here's the game. Good
EX
block.
headbutt.
He pulled it off.
The PR Rog
Balrog.
specialty.
Of course, an incredibly risky EX headbutt. That was basically a coin flip to win the round, but it works out. Whoa. That's a wild one. I don't remember seeing this one. Pretty rare interaction here. We have Infiltration doing the jump forward into dive kick. Just a really good approach tool for Akuma. Pirog wakes up with focus attack, which has the armor property to absorb the hit of the dive kick, and then cancels it into a dash forward. And then Boxer has such an incredible, such a fast dash that he recovers in time to then backdash immediately to avoid Akuma's follow-up sweep entirely. Backdashes being fully invincible in this game. Looks pretty wild. He then looks to chase down Infiltration, pump fakes a focus attack of his own, baiting the dash punch from PR Rog, who was probably looking for exactly this. Infiltration a step ahead, though, and look at this spacing. Just the air from Boxer's boxing glove passing right in front of Akuma's face, and Infiltration gets the sweep punish. Really, really cool sequence from both players.
Really cool. Getting over there, yep.
And nothing, no damage being dealt here, but this is just a really flashy movement sequence from Pierre Rog. Let's break this down. So he gets a nice jump angle. It's not going to be anti-air dragon punch-able from that range. Infiltration neutral jumps to suss out the situation. Goes for EX fireball. I guess he was feeling a little unsafe, so wants to spend a meter. Pierre Rog goes for the jump forward here, which would be in an anti-airable position, but Infiltration, probably knowing that, wasn't actually expecting him to jump forward. Rog hits the jump fierce, but a little late. Akuma is able to jump out of the range of it, and is now coming down with a jump jab of his own. And so Pierre Rog quickly taps focus attack to absorb it, backdash, and we are right back to neutral. Pretty wild situation where no one actually gets hit.
Getting over there, yep.
Dancing away. I like he's showing, keeping his threat maintained, but taking his time. Oh, nice counter poke.
2 whiff punishes from both players right now. Good stuff. Great reactions, great anticipation.
Oh, a little bit off the timing there, the release for the turnaround punch.
Infiltration's got to be careful. He can't keep challenging PRR.
Real quick, just something not everyone might know or recognize. In this game, much like Honda does in every version of his character, I believe, Boxer has the ability to move himself midair with this jump medium punch, I believe, specifically. Maybe it's jab, not 100% sure, let me know. So rather than coming down right on top of this air fireball, he's able to maneuver himself backwards slightly to get out of the range of it.
Challenging Pierre Rog's reactions with those ultras. We've seen him accomplish that before, and now he has to be worried about the low roundhouse because Pierre Rog has the super built up.
Full super, yes.
Ooh, that could have been an ultra right through there.
Yeah, another crazy situation here. Pierre Rog was looking to absorb the jump Tatsu. Well, first of all, Infiltration was looking to cross up with this Tatsu. Pierre Rog was looking to absorb it with the focus attack. But the fact that it didn't cross up means it didn't hit at all. And so both players are caught a little bit off guard here by an unfamiliar situation. And Infiltration ends up just getting hit by the focus attack. It's not a level 2 focus attack, so it doesn't crumple on its own. And after the throw tech, we return to neutral.
Oh! Missing the crumple. Infiltration. Again, I love the change of pace from him. Switching smoothly between the back pressure and then...
Ooh, yeah, James felt it there. It looks like Super was supposed to come here. Infiltration goes for the risky sweep on a fully loaded Balrog. And this jab here was very likely supposed to be a super input that just gets flubbed a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that
that might have...
punishable or not? Maybe Pierre Rog.
Oh,
from
caught
the
him
front,
straight from the front. Well,
Yeah, Akuma can make you look kind of silly sometimes too. If you are reading cross-up Tatsu or something here, you can just eat a full-on jump in right into your face and look a little bit silly and die.
Well, very well played, I think, by both men there in the second round of game 1. And this is now loser's bracket action. One of these guys is going home. Will it be the returning the returning Evolution champion, Infiltration, or America's last hope, PR Balrog, who's playing some of the best Street Fighter of his life? Oh, cross up, and that is the power of Akuma. Ugly stuff.
Goes for the...
Yeah, Infiltration is kind of feeling himself here, breaking from his usual cautious style and really implementing Akuma's vortex to an extreme level. Knows the momentum is heavily in his favor, knows that Pierre Rog is a little bit on the ropes here, and just continues the momentum. Yeah, Pierre Rog goes for the what we saw at the end of their previous match. Probably his last chance of winning this round is catching Infiltration backdashing with the turnaround punch into Ultra here.
And he was trying to chase down a wake-up backdash with that turnaround punch. That's one of Pierre Rog's signature tricks.
And that EX low rush is supposed to be a mix-up of the overhead.
Yeah.
You see the EX, you think he's going for the overhead because he really wants to land that Ultra, then go low.
Yeah. Smart stuff from Infiltration, not doing anything. Oh,
and that's the pursuit. That's why you burn that.
Yeah, this is just a really great approach option from Akuma. The Fireball FADC so that he gets to follow along behind it. Pierre Rog doesn't want to block this Fireball because he would likely just be in range of chip out at that point. So he feels like he has to get over it somehow. But since Akuma is fully actionable here, he gets to walk forward and get the anti-air.
Oh,
and that's the pursuit. That's why you burn that meter. He threw the Fireball and focus canceled it, dash forward, preventing PR Balrog from the option of just jumping.
Both players extremely stoic as they move on to the next game.
It looks like the super cannot punish.
Whoa!
Excellent idea here, absorbing once again, much like he did the sweep in game 1. He absorbs the rush punch with the focus attack armor. Gets a little bit of punish here.
Stuff, Infiltration in danger of dizzy, but just answering back, not afraid. Oh, little.
Doesn't quite get a chase down here. Ooh.
Too far.
And this is a good example of what I was talking about, the prime weakness of Balrog's focus attack. He successfully absorbs a medium kick and would have gotten the crumple here if he were just a couple of pixels closer. But we can see this extremely short range on Balrog's focus attack.
Oh, too far.
Wow.
Oh, nice intercepting, low jab. Oh, wow, backdashing to keep him in the corner. He's willing to block the demon
Great
flip
stuff.
to keep him in the corner.
Great stuff.
Yeah, as James says, that was excellent decision there to backdash twice. Give up a little bit of space, but keep Akuma in the corner in the process.
Very patient, holding his charge. Where he finds his. Oh.
Oh, he had it, but still going to get some damage off of it.
Great throw. Surprise.
Not going to use the super, obviously. He wants to save it. Ooh.
Didn't have his charge.
Yeah.
There it is.
Good.
There it was. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Roundhouse punish. Punishable only by that super.
Round is not over, though. Akuma is never out of it, but not a safe jump this time. And Rog finds the anti-air headbutt.
I mean, Infiltration, that's happened a couple of times now. He's gone for that demon
Both
flip.
players completely unaffected. Oh, there
He
it is.
doesn't do the dive kick. If he does
Camera
the
gets
punch
fixed.
or nothing. He should be able to land and block in time.
Gutsy stuff from PR Balrog. That's exactly why I've been really totally loving his play. Is that he's making not just gutsy choices, but at the right times. That's the element of a champion. It's not just playing the science, it's playing your heart, making those clutch reads. Oh, Infiltration makes it out. Nice neutral jump.
Looks like Infiltration could have gotten a jump in there, but wasn't quite ready for it.
Oh, you see, he went for the focus, immediately saw Infiltration go up in the air and dash forward right away. And here comes that Vortex again. Great block.
Oh, is he going to get it? Reach it. Oh.
All right, so Rog armors through, this a fairly common string from Akuma, jab strong, cancels into a fireball, into an FADC even. He's just trying to build himself a little space, put himself in Boxer's face, maybe back throw him into the corner, but Rog uses the armored smash low from Boxer to absorb the single hit fireball and catch him out of the dash.
Oh, right through that.
Whoa!
Yeah, another crazy situation here. Rog goes for another one of these focus baits. Slight walk back, initiates the focus attack. Infiltration goes for, looks like light uppercut. I'm not 100% sure, just because we only see the first hit of it here. Interesting kind of rare property in this game is that there are some special moves that are considered focus breakers, and Akuma's uppercut is usually not one of them, but it becomes one when it's used as a reversal that is getting off the ground. So pretty rare interaction, and that's sort of the glass shattering effect, is when an armored move gets armor broken.
Whoa!
Focus breaking reversal uppercut.
And that is incredible stuff. That's Infiltration adapting on the fly to a new technique.
Oh, he got him! He got him! He chased it down!
Out of the air!
What a crazy round. What a crazy round overall, but especially this ending to it. First of all, after Infiltration gets this focus breaking uppercut, he just goes straight into another uppercut. If he had gone into a better combo here, like Crouch Jab Tatsu DP, it looks like it would have killed pretty easily. But Rog survives, catches him out of the air with the turnaround punch.
Out of the air! Closes out. One game apiece. Infiltration. Looks like he's feeling the heat. Balrog.
Successful focus bait this time.
Smart, always doing it right outside of the throw range. Baiting
Goes for the big stun combo.
Keeping the pressure on, that's 50%, just like that.
Ooh, and once again tries to armor through a fireball here. Infiltration burns his only EX meter though, just to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Like that.
Close to Dizzy, but now Infiltration should be safe from that.
And that was a smart EX by Infiltration, knowing that EX Rush would not be able to slide through that. Doesn't complete with the roundhouse. I think he might have had a chance.
Oh, great use of that standing. Fierce anti-air from Akuma. Oh, wow. Not even armored. He's
Not afraid. He's just going right for it.
Yeah, he was looking to read a backdash here, probably, is my guess. Let's run this back. So Infiltration gets a blocked focus attack into dash. Is probably disadvantageous here, I would guess, after level 1 focus into dash. And that's probably why this follow-up, it looks, does he go for a throw here or something? Something. Hard to tell what exactly is going on there, but because the level 1 focus attack dash cancel is slightly disadvantageous, the dash punch works here. Balrog might have been thinking that he could have built the EX meter here after blocking this focus attack, and maybe he was just inputting EX dash, hoping to get the armored version. And just let's look at the, Akuma has built up quite a bit of white life here. Let's see how much damage this dash punch does. Quite a bit.
Not even armored. He's
Not afraid. He's just going right for it.
Oh, and says you're gonna drop your cover.
Again!
And gets another
Unbelievable! PR Balrog is now up 2-1.
Balrog breaking out this focus bait technique is paying off hugely in the set. Somehow catching even someone as composed as Infiltration off guard. Consistently catching him trying to back throw Boxer out of the walk forward. And Balrog is up 2-1. And Infiltration returns to character select screen and is having a real think.
Last year. Now, Infiltration, I was just about
And here he is.
might be able to go to Hakan. Hakan is a hard counter to Balrog.
This is a very, very tough fight for Balrog. Not one you have to face very often. The crowd is on their feet. They're swooning from this.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Ultra David, a huge fan of Hakan.
Yeah.
One of the most powerful tools that Hakan has is the meaty slide against Balrog. Headbutt goes right
No
through
answer
it.
for it. Yeah, it'll take him off the ground too quickly, and it won't counter it, even if you know it's coming.
Right. And the interesting thing about it is the last time David talked to Infiltration about Hakan, he never really used meaty slide. So I'm curious to see if he's picked that tip up here or not.
Has he assimilated this new information? Seems to be. Crowd is getting a little too hyped for its own good. And they are good.
And now Infiltration is going to try to get Balrog with some character unfamiliarity. Now, keep in mind, there is one good Hakan player in Northern California that Balrog has played in a couple of tournaments.
We will see. Infiltration has tested his patience. He's tested his wit.
James and Seth do a great job of breaking down the situation there, so no need to add to it.
Let's do this.
And he starts off oiled. And Oil Hakan, one of the scariest characters, but great avoidance of the SPD there. He tried it again. Yeah, avoided it, but not this time. And here we go. He's going to oil himself up. Very lucky that the oil ran out so that he had to concentrate on that.
And you saw PR Balrog going for that kick punch. It's focus breaker. Anticipating that Hakan likes to focus. He's got a great focus attack. Wow, sliding right out of the way. Whoa, what a counter.
No more oil. This is a huge problem for Infiltration. He's got to figure out a way to get that oil. If he can't get it, it's going to be huge problems for him. He needs a knockdown.
Oh, brilliant shake and bake there. Just firing away, and he lands it. Wow. Wow, he bet the farm.
All right, so Ultra One being a one-frame command grab and turnaround punch being -2 at best on block means that this is a true punish.
Well, again, obviously it's very difficult to be someone. What a counter.
Ooh. So Hakan is a very weird character, and I'm not going to claim to be an expert in him at all. So this is the startup. This is sort of a stance. that only goes into one option, or two options, I guess, technically. It is a command grab that only catches people standing, I think. But you can also cancel it into a coward crouch, and so Balrog just tries to avoid it with the headbutt, gets successfully baited. Infiltration doesn't get the greatest punish here, tries to reset into command grab, and both players are just scrambling a little bit.
The oil is gone. The pressure can begin.
Pirog jumping forward a lot here. Hakan certainly doesn't have the greatest of anti-airs, but we will see Infiltration bust out one of his better anti-air options a little bit later.
Yeah, he's going to do it. Push Hakan in this corner. Also use up that oil time. That's the important part.
Pirog, there it is. So Pirog is jumping quite a bit. He is terrified of the Ultra One after being caught by it in the previous round, but he does it one too many times here, and Infiltration finally busts out one of Hakan's better anti-air options with the air grab.
Jumping now. Oh, brilliant air throw. He's jumping to try and avoid that Ultra.
Okay, so Balrog gets a autocorrect anti-air headbutt here to beat the jumping cross up, but unfortunately because Infiltration switched sides on him, he doesn't have the charge to go into super here, which would have ended the round.
Frame air throw for Hakan.
And Infiltration thinking that there's no way this guy is going to keep jumping. There's no, so I'm gonna be able to get away with a reversal command grab at some point. But he underestimated Balrog's fear of the command grab a little bit. Balrog moves up to match point with full meter, and has the pretty much the optimal start, the optimal round 3 start for Balrog. Infiltration hits a big stand fierce. Balrog counter pokes with the stand medium punch and buffers it into the super. This is an option select. If the medium punch hit nothing, then the super wouldn't come out. But if it hits, it does come out. And Balrog begins the potential final round here on a big damage and corner pushing combo.
And not only
all right, and this is a unique, one of the weird unique things about Hakan in this game. He wakes up with focus attack for the armor property. Normally, every other character in this game would have to cancel this into dash only. There are exceptions, I guess. There are weird niche exceptions, but for the most part, a character would have to dash forward, which would take quite a bit of time and likely be punishable by Balrog as he lands here. But Hakan is able to cancel this, or he's able to cancel the dash into normals. He's able to focus dash and then cancel the dash into normals. So he gets to jab much more quickly here than most characters would be able to.
And not only, again, uses up that oil time. That's the important part.
Same thing there.
Challenging. Wow.
Okay, now he has to oil. He has to oil up now.
Goes for the short oil.
Good throw. Here we go. Infiltration down on his last legs here.
What?
Beating the safe jump with the Ultra.
That is not.
Yep, as James says.
That's not his Ultra number 2, the anti-air one. That was an anti-air Ultra 1. Pulling him out of the ground.
Yeah, Ultra 1 can be an anti-air. As we see, it takes a much more specific situation, though. It takes this exact sort of safe jump timing where Boxer is going to be on the ground on the exact frame after this startup animation concludes.
Legs here.
What?
Beating the safe jump with the Ultra.
That is not. Yeah. That's not his Ultra number 2, the anti-air one. That was an anti-air Ultra 1. Pulling him out of the ground.
Oiled, one of the scariest characters when oiled, because he can focus and dash.
So this is kind of where I start thinking that the counterpick is a little sketchy, because Infiltration is certainly not the most optimal Hakan in the world. He successfully gets an anti-air focus attack and punishes with the low short. Gets just a couple of lights for the combo here. Misses a link into a stand jab. I'm not even 100% sure. I'm sure that does work. Usually Hakans will go for jab into slide into knockdown or get oiled up further. Infiltration just gets short, and doesn't connect the third light attack here. Further proving that this Hakan pick is certainly not because Infiltration is extremely comfortable with the character. He is just banking on the fact that Pierre Rog is unfamiliar with the character matchup and is maybe a little fearful of it due to its reputation as a boxer counterpick.
Scariest character when oiled is because he can focus and dash. Oh, but not in the right range. And again, the air throw. But no more oil. No more oil. Infiltration in a very bad position here. Gotta figure out a way to do it. He gets it with the jump strong into the slide.
And there's Hakan's other best anti-air option, meeting them air-to-air with jump medium punch, which leaves them in a floating juggle state, which combos into slide. And he ties it up.
Into the slide juggle.
Hakan. Now, PR Balrog has been pushed, tested in every way possible here. Will he be pushed?
PR Rog furiously tapping the buttons, waving off the coaching. He wants to get right back into it.
Even though this is a very, very difficult match. Infiltration now going the distance, betting his tournament life on Hakan.
Really nice focus attack by Infiltration, absorbs the low medium punch, and is about to hit Boxer with the crumpling level 2 focus attack. But Pierre Rog does a really good job of reading the situation quickly here and canceling his low jab into the dash punch.
On Hakan.
This annoying pressure when oiled up because he can always cancel his dashes.
Very unpredictable character, one of the most non-standard characters in the game.
Careful of Ultra One. Wow, that was so dangerous there because of Ultra One.
Infiltration, one of the few players anywhere in the world to recognize the true power of Hakan, but now dizzy, and it's going to be match point.
Again for PR, this is
PR
second match point.
Evil Genius on a tear today. Can he find what it takes to put himself over the top?
Okay, good stuff. And again, do the longest combo as possible to use up that oil, because here comes, oil is gonna run out about now, and this is gonna be problem for Infiltration again.
Again, Hakan, very challenging time.
Oh, time to punish.
Doesn't use the super.
This was maybe the key moment of the whole match here. Pierre Rog has had him in the corner this whole round. He's got super built. Hakan is still very likely close to being stunned at this point. Infiltration is reading reversal command grab or Ultra One here, goes for the jump, but once again, it is one too many times. Infiltration stays patient, reacts to the jump, and gets the air grab.
Great, another great air throw read, and now he's...
But he gives up. He sort of gives up the ability to get out of the corner here. He could have gone for a jump cross-up. Instead, values getting oiled up more than the positional advantage, which is interesting. Excellent reaction from Infiltration here. The clutch moments keep coming. Pierre Rog has now done the focus bait one too many times as well, and Infiltration reacts and punishes. Not with a normal attack, which would have been absorbed by the armor, but with the command grab that just bypasses it entirely.
Great call from Infiltration's Hakan.
Using the heavy oil to build as much oil as possible. They do stack now. Tried to bait out the Ultra.
And Infiltration running it out here, trying to just stay away until that oil dries up. And the hot sun of intense competition goes for the EX oil, gets punished.
Yeah.
So Pierre Rog goes for a turnaround punch here, and after seeing Ultra One punish it in the previous game, he knows that, or he's a little afraid of that happening again, but makes himself safe by focus backdashing.
Oh, wow.
Staying away from that Ultra. There's the pressure.
It is.
Very hard to see coming. Oh, no! No!
Oh, what a grab from
Incredible
Infiltration!
read. That was an Infiltration set play. He had that queued up. PR Balrog lives. Oh, and eats it right in the nose.
All right, let's roll back this whole sequence. I agree with Seth, of course, that this is a set play moment. Infiltration gets the command grab which leads to a full screen knockdown. He goes for the oil up here. Goes for the longer version of the oil up, which then prompts Balrog to respond with the full screen dash upper, trying to catch him still oiling, I suppose. Infiltration was likely buffering the 720 motion during the oil up animation, reacts to the dash upper, and scoops him right out of it.
No!
Oh, wow!
PR Balrog lives.
The follow-up here looks like a fairly standard safe jump, or at least something, yeah, it looks pretty safe to me. Balrog doesn't go for an invincible reversal here. I'm curious if he was just dash punching or something, maybe trying to EX dash, absorb with the armor. I'm not 100% sure what he could have been going for here.
And eats it right in the nose, and we are going to the final round.
I think PR Rock tried to do an EX headbutt there.
I've got to
maybe.
imagine nothing came out.
Final round, and again, the whole key is just to get away from that oil. Hakan, when oiled, one of the strongest characters in the game, if not the strongest character. Oh, what a wake-up SPD, using the EX1 for the
Reads against
invincibility.
the big oil. He knew he was going to get popped for it, but it's worth it for Hakan. It opens up so many options.
Okay, here we go, big damage. Again, using up that oil time, but another great...
Yeah, Infiltration's onto the rejumps at this point.
Even these competitors pushing it to the limit. Hakan, great anti-air jab, and another incredible air throw. Here's the pressure to get him. No, he's out of the way.
Balrog still refusing to sit still. Successfully gets away from the super this time. Oh, man. Okay, and here is the beginning of what I would call the collapse of Balrog in this very tense last game, last round situation. Goes for the turnaround punch, which, like I said, is always going to be minus. And this is actually the third time we've seen this sort of scenario, if you count their previous match in the semifinals pool. Balrog goes from minus situation into invincible move, trying to catch Infiltration, pressing something. And all three times, Infiltration has not taken the bait. But the follow-up here is far from ideal. Infiltration just punishes with jab slide. It's possible that a Hakan main would have been able to kill here. So showing that Infiltration's Hakan is a little bit closer to gimmick than it is real viable tournament pick.
He's threatening. Backdash.
Focus, backdash. Wow, so risky.
Just out of range. Oh, trying to bait it out. Whoa, crazy stuff from PR Balrog. Gets away with it. Living to fight another day, but looking a little bit zany. Goes for the overhead. Great block. That could be it.
Lots to talk about in this final sequence. It really seems like the mental breakdown of Balrog was complete here. He whiffs turnaround punch, goes for EX rush upper, which is armored, trying to catch Infiltration in an attempt to whiff punish. That's not totally out of pocket or anything. Infiltration doesn't punish after ducking under the upper. Balrog goes for kind of a Hail Mary EX headbutt, hoping that Infiltration will reset his jab string into command grab or something, or just hit another button. And this should have been the end of the round right here. Just even EX command grab probably would have done it. We haven't seen Infiltration do a truly big Hakan combo in this whole set. Instead, he just gets jab into actually nothing. And Balrog lives. The game continues. Balrog panics a little bit, tries to make a little bit of extra space. And rather than trying to walk him down again, just goes for these long-range special moves. And the final one here goes for the overhead once again. And once again, this is the second time Balrog has gone for an overhead against Infiltration across these sets. And Infiltration once again showing that he is able to block it literally at the last moment here. The first active frame of the overhead. and Infiltration is able to stand up and block it.
Goes for the overhead, great block.
Does punish this time, not with anything fancy, just jab, slide, but it's enough this time. Highly encourage you to check out the full match. I'll have a link in the description. Like and subscribe. Let me know if there were any other cool moments from this match I didn't cover, and let me know what match I should cover next. Thank you so much for watching.